Hey. Mm, mm, mm. What's good? Back at it again with the white vines. It's Nathan Nice in this bitch. We go berserk. We getting stupid. We going stupid. We getting crazy. Yeah, man, we talking all types of shit. Tonight we got some guests as always. Mr. Tiva should be joining us. My guy Redbeard. Right now I'm eating on this delicious motherfucking what we got here? Fucking vegan ice cream. It's coconut milk cookie dough. What y'all know about that? What y'all know about rolling down in the deep? Rolling in the deep. Got my heart and soul in your hand. And you played me. And you played me. There we go. Let me share my Zoom meeting with y'all. So y'all know what the deal is. This is how I run my show via Zoom. So if you want to tap in, you feel me, kitchencouch.com. We're going to make it happen, Captain. You know what I'm saying? All the way. In any which way. Speaking on the couch. Hey, there we go. Hey.
What did I think you had hair for a second? You had hair for a second.
Damn, that's a long ass motherfucking incense.
Yeah, this is a big one. But they burn like a longer time than the short ones, and I be going through the short ones like.
You feel me?
I like to have them when I'm smoking, along with my sage and shit. You know, so I feel like I'm in a safe spot.
There we go. I know.
Just trying to be more consistent with it, right? Like I'm a spiritual person. I'm just not consistent with it. But if I was consistent, I probably would be a little bit more well-rounded person, right?
I mean, who's to say, right? I mean, you probably are pretty well-rounded, if you ask me.
I am well-rounded, right? But I feel like it would just take me to that next level.
I mean, you know, all we could do is one at a time, one day at a time, you know?
Yeah, I did today, so tomorrow I just need to do it again.
You know what I heard about saging is not only does it clean the air of whatever it is that you're saging, but it also what was I gonna say? It's really I think that's what I was gonna say. I'm fucking high as fuck. It's really good for it's really good for cleaning the air. It's really good for getting white demons away from you. I swear to you, like you want to know something? I probably shouldn't say this on live, but you want to know how to get a white demon away from you? And this is how you could tell the difference between a good white person and a demon white person. Incense and R&B. I'm telling you, something about the.
No, I don't believe that because my white baby daddy, that motherfucker is crazy, and he beat the devil sometimes, and he loves R&B. trap music.
Does he like incense though?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I used to burn I've been burning incense for a while. He's been listening to trap music for a while.
I mean, trap now. Hold on. When I say R&B, I ain't talking about new R&B. I'm talking about Mary J. Blige,
Back in the day, like yeah.
SWV, some shit like that.
Yeah, that's just okay. When I say R&B, that's what I mean too, right? That's because I'm hella old school. That's exactly what I mean.
Okay. Fair enough. Because I was like, and granted, like, and when I say demon, I mean people who just like are like racist or whatever, you know.
Yeah, for sure. You can't see my Christmas tree, but I done bought a Christmas tree.
Ooh,
that looks good. What is that?
I was a bad vegan today.
What is that? Chicken?
Fish.
That looks good though. If somebody set that in front of me, I would definitely eat it. I'm not so sure about the asparagus because I do not like asparagus, but everything else looks good. I don't know about those onions. Are those onions?
Yeah, they're the shallots. Okay. So it's like a little tiny.
I really like onions. I like onions, right? But I like them cooked. They cannot taste like onions.
So these are like shallots are like little small onions, and they have it's not like it has an onion-y flavor, but it's not like raw onions. It's not like oh my god, I'm chewing a raw onion.
They took a bite of an onion like an apple and ate it. So like, what the fuck?
What are you even doing with your life?
Nobody fucking normally does that. That's like not normal.
I used to do that when I was a kid. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Hell nah.
Take a bite of an onion.
I'm about to put my lips on you. Who just eats onions like that? I don't know anybody that does that.
Not anymore. Not anymore.
Anybody ever?
I mean, I don't do it anymore. But so the shallots though, what they do, they give it like, because I used the breading for the fish, and you know, the gravy can be thick, so like that. Yeah.
That looks like it was in a magazine.
Oh, thank you.
It does. That's why I was just like, okay, that looks good. I thought you went to a restaurant, an actual restaurant.
Hey, let me see. I'm gonna pull it up again. Let me see.
Pull that shit back up. It looks real nice. It looks like profession, like a restaurant. At a restaurant, like how you would go pay $50 for that little piece in the middle of your plate.
Right.
It looks just like that. Yours looks a little bit more like sustaining though.
Oh yeah, they're not gonna give you a little tiny baby piece.
Sustaining.
Not no little tiny baby piece or nothing. Here, let me pull this up. Let me see. Oh wait, that's what it was. They didn't want me to pull up that one. They want me to pull up this one. Here we go. Boom. And
yeah, it looks professionally good. Maybe I would have used the flash.
Yeah, I probably should have used the flash.
I feel like the flash would be good for sure. But you know, you can do a lot of that shit on your iPhone after the fact.
Can you see this?
Yeah. Is that a potato?
No, there are some potatoes in there.
What kind of fish is that?
It is a tuna, ahi tuna.
Is it cooked all the way?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I breaded it, and I put some cornstarch and I deep fried it. And then I made the gravy, like the gravy kind of sauces, which was like potatoes, asparagus, onions, some seasoning, and then there's this potato leek soup that comes already in like a thing that I kind of use for like vegan gravy or vegan kind of, because it's basically potato leek and onion soup. Like you just pour it in a thing and you add whatever and you can make it. So I use that a lot for like the gravy and stuff. And then I added a little bit of this just like shallot, just because sometimes it'd be like fresh and gravy or fried and gravy. You need like a little bit of freshness to bring it up. So like the avocados, and that just kind of, that's why you don't put too much, because you just want like a little sliver of like, okay, fresh, okay, fresh, boom, okay.
I don't eat like that. Like, especially if it's good, oh yeah, I'm fucking that shit up.
Shit, yeah. So that was what's for dinner
Where
tonight.
the fuck is everybody at?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. And I also had some coconut milk ice cream. Some cookie dough. Then,
So I don't really like coconut anything, but the smell of coconut I love. There's an instant that's called coconut milk. That shit smells so fucking good, and I have not been able to find it anywhere.
that does sound like a fire ass instant.
Listen, I bought them all up. Once I found them at the little liquor store place, I was like, I need all of these. And he hasn't been back to go get like any more ever since. And I'm like, yeah. So I get like I got Jamaican coconut. That's what these insects was. But yeah, it really don't be mattering because I be burning my sage and that overpowers everything. Sage and Palo Santo, right? Because it's actual wood. So sometimes
I love Palo Santo.
Like I'll smell like a straight campfire.
I love Palo Santo.
Yeah, that's because I let my shit burn in my house, so my fan is going, so it kind of kicks up. So my whole house will be smoked out. But I feel like ain't nothing in here that's gonna like get into me for sure.
So like you're washing away demons. You're actually also cleaning the air, like actually like HEPA filter cleaning the air. So like in the projects and all that stuff, you know how some of us are spiritual. That's how auntie or grandma would clean her house. I didn't even know. Like they would smoke it out. They would smudge all the corners.
Listen, and then you let everything out, right? Like I have all my windows open, my patio, my door, and I just finish cleaning that way. But what I'm working on, like right now, spirituality wise, is not like contributing to destructive behavior towards myself. If that makes sense.
Speak on it. Elaborate on
When
this.
I get stressed, right, I'll resort to a bad habit to make me feel better, and then feel guilt for like going back on what I said. That looks good. I wanted to show you this too. I was just about to say this shit right here.
Ooh, that looked chunky. That looked like some of that Cali fire I'm talking about.
This shit you don't be getting in the dispensary. And you know what's so crazy? I be cracking up when niggas be posting those little colorful bags and those cute little things. Like, nigga, do you even know if that's the real weed that's in it? You don't even know.
That's true.
Because it looks cool. Get out of here. So when I see people post that shit, get out of here.
I didn't even think about that. If that's really the real strain.
Disrespected. I'm disrespected.
Well, the other day, when I looked at the dispensary, they had a Kush on there that was a sativa. I was like, get the fuck out of here. Yeah, a dead ass. It was like a Kush. It was like that's what it was. The strain was really good. Don't get me wrong. It's called Angela. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I've had it one other time. It's kind of newish, but it was Triangle Kush crossed with Tangy. And I'm like, how is that? And then there was another one that was like OG Kush crossed with something, and it was a sativa. And I'm like, how do you cross OG?
I mean, they wouldn't be like a sativa. It would be a hybrid.
If anything, right?
It would be. Because you can't just take a black person and a white person and say, like, those are two different, and create a kid and there'd be a difference. It's kind of the same thing. You know what I mean? I feel like in this weed industry, you gotta be knowledgeable. You have to know your shit. Just like food. If I was really into food and I was a chef, I would probably be doing the same thing that you're doing, right? Because I would be invested in food, but I'm not as invested in food as I am in weed. You know what I mean? So for me, educating myself on the weed and just growing my own shit and just being up on it like that is, I feel like that's way, I could respect that more than, going to the dispensary.
Right.
I just feel like it's just so overrated and I hate it in the black community. I hate when black people go to the dispensary because I know what the dispensaries are. Like, for the most part, a lot of them are just for profit. They don't give a fuck about nothing. They want to just sell you their shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to, the white, all the white men that are growing the shit, they want to be cool. Like, look at me as seen in High Times and all that shit. Like, yeah, fuck all that shit.
Right.
Fuck it all.
Little do they know it's all about consuming, creating a product for yourself that you can consume and know what's in it. Like that's what it's all about,
And then, wait, not only that, it's a commodity. I could go right now and go trade a blunt for some shit right now, like whatever I want. Like, hey, I got some weed. You got something for me? You could trade this shit. It'll be easy for people who smoke. Like, here, I'll give you a blunt. I don't got no money, but I got this, right? If there's nobody with no money, I'm definitely taking the weed. You don't even have to see me. But I used to the plug used to come see me. Free car wash. I'm gonna wash and do your shit. You just make sure you pay me in I'm cool with that. I'll pay the $8 on the card that I pay out every day. I'll pay that.
Right. I mean, and think about it. I mean, like, where's that money gonna go anyway? You gonna go buy some weed anyway, right?
Come on now. I'm fucking with it. So I just feel like, my black people, I would love to see more black people growing. I would love to see more black women growing. I would love more just taking this shit, fighting it, and choking this bitch out.
Right, this industry, this fucking greasy ass industry.
That's exactly what I mean. Not like an actual person.
No, right. This fucking industry. Shit. So today, I decided to microdose a little acid, and it went great. It's really weird because I feel like I've done it enough. I've microdosed acid before. I've microdosed mushrooms. The thing, okay, so like the tiny bit difference, like mushrooms will have you in your dead ass feelings. Like sometimes you just can't do shit when you're like on where surprise.
When I did mushrooms before, but there was like the second time I did it, all I did was cry. And then when I cried, it thought of the water, and then I would panic because I can't swim. It was the worst little train I was on that I could not get off of. It was the weirdest shit. It was weird.
But I mean, do you think about it like this? The more you think about the bad trip, the more you can kind of see where it was coming from, some deep corner of your mind that you didn't even.
So I can say that back then I was spiritual, but I wasn't as spiritual as I'm in it now, right? Like that was just the beginning, right? So I would never have thought of that, right? Like I was just watching, like my spiritual journey began watching Sylvia Brown on Montel Williams. Like that's where it began. I started seeing that shit, and then I started reading her books, and then from the books, I eventually got a reading from her son and that was pretty dope.
I was raised Baptist, right? And I would have. I remember this. I remember sometimes I would get because I have ADHD. I feel like, my mom would tell me to go clean my room, and then I go clean my room, and then I'm like in the midst cleaning, do. Then I would think about this thought. I would think about the thought of going to hell, and it would like make me cry, like when I was a kid, and it was just like, and then I would have to.
Going to hell, damn.
Right. But then as a kid, as I kept thinking on that thought every random again, I would always come to the conclusion, why would God send somebody there? And like, the more and more I was just like, okay, well, what's bad? What's good? Obviously, we can both agree on some evil, sick, twisted shit, right? But like, generally speaking, I don't really believe in a hell. I think that
I was gonna say that too. I don't believe in hell.
I think that the people.
I think Earth is hell. This is the hell that we're living right now, right?
Well, like, and the Hitlers and shit, they're the ones that they're gonna before they ascend to the next. They're gonna have to.
They will never ascend. They will always reincarnate back into the world because that's their punishment. Right? That's their punishment is to reincarnate into the world. If you really think about it on a spiritual level, this is not our home. We are only visiting this place. We as souls are learning whatever we came here to learn, right? So I believe that before we come here, we plan our lives out. right? As a soul, you plan your life out, right? That's why a lot of people get deja vu. Essentially, that's where I think deja vu comes from, because you either lived it or it's very familiar, like you've been there before. Like there's a reason why you feel like that. You know what I mean?
Interesting.
I feel like when you come to Earth, like so when you plan your kids, you plan the people that are going to teach you the lessons, right? Good or bad. You know, your kids pick you. You guys have an agreement to come to the Earth because for whatever reason you guys chose each other. You know what I mean? And good or bad, right? Whatever happens, that's the lesson that your soul needed to learn, right?
Interesting.
People come from fucked up backgrounds, right? Like, but that was their path, right? No matter how fucked up it was, for whatever reason, their soul felt like they needed to experience that on, you know, maybe humans may not explain it, but spiritually it may make sense, right? Like, and then you probably have mistakes like, man, I didn't need to like do my life like this. You know what I mean? I need help. That's where the meditation and the praying comes from, and the elevation of like separating, you know, like elevating from, you know, operating in your spiritual self, right? Like you operate both ways, essentially. Operating in your spiritual self. You know what I mean?
That's interesting.
It's just, I mean, that sounds pretty crazy, but I really feel like that's maybe that's how it goes, right? That's the most that it makes sense to me. You know what I mean? So people be living fucked up lives, but everybody is here to learn from everybody, right? Like when we see fucked up shit in the news, you know what I'm saying? Or if we just didn't come from a good life, you know what I'm saying? That's fucked up. You know, like, but that's just the path. You know what I mean? So we all come here to learn something, whatever that is. And after we learn it, you know, we move on. But I feel like evil people, like dark entities like Hitler and all them people, they don't come back. They don't go to the other side, right? Because that's the end goal. After we pass, we're gonna go to the other side where it's like so much better. You know what I mean? That's to learn your lesson and to move on back. But people like that, they just reincarnate. They don't even get a chance to even come out of the out of life, because this is the actual hell.
Interesting.
Right? Like, this is the hell. The emotions, like people, like emotions are really like fucked up sometimes.
Right.
Right? That shit will really fuck with you. It will put you in. It will put you in a mood to kill somebody. It could put you in a mood to cut somebody out. And it also could be cool. You know, you could be having like the best time and nothing gets to you. Like
moods is everything. Really, it's everything.
That's really strong. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a really strong like feeling, and to like sometimes it would be good to like to have understanding, not have to feel that loss, that grief, that pain. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I guess that's how you can explain it.
That's interesting. That's an interesting take.
That's how I think about it.
You know, and I mean, it kind of brings me back to the shrooms versus the acid. So the thing about, they're both good for spirituality, like really good. Obviously, everybody goes, "Oh, well, shrooms are natural, so I'm gonna." And acid, it sounds like it. The name is acid, right? So it sounds scary, right?
My brain is like sizzling, and you know what used to stop me from ever doing like drugs? That commercial where the girl, it's like super dark, and the girl's parents are like in the hospital and she ended up dying, right? Like, you know how they do the commercials where it's like super dramatic, you know? And they were like, she tried ecstasy one time, and that's how it took. So for the longest time, I was like, you see that commercial? Fuck no, I'm not fucking with it. But I did it one time, and then I actually did it. I want to say almost for a whole year straight, like of just partying.
Dizzing. Ooh. Ooh, I remember those days.
I was 18 years old when I came back to California, and that was like the up and coming thing, like Mac Dre and all this shit. I was just like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I'm fucking with this. Okay, that was my era. That's where I came up.
Yeah.
And I tried it, and then I used to be dancing in the club, high as fuck.
See,
I liked it because I could talk about anything and act like I knew what the fuck I was talking about, even though I did not know what the fuck I was talking about. I was like, you want to talk about tires? We can have a whole conversation about tires that shit.
Right. So the thing about MDMA though, right, is that it was prescribed. It used to be prescribed to people during for clinical trials and for not even trials, like counseling and therapy and stuff like that. People would take it because it would help them get to their true deep emotions. So at one point, MDMA was totally dead ass legal.
It does make you emotional. I'm not even lying.
In a good way.
I made some of the best mistakes of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Messed up. Like, oh my god.
No, and so
acid, like I don't know. Like I just it doesn't sound good.
see that I feel like okay, one the when you talk about drugs, that is like the drug, right? People are like, oh my god, of all things, like to be even any bit like inebriated.
Like the name is kind of
and exactly, acid, smack, crack. It's right there, right? Even though it's over here, right? Crack's over here. This is over here.
No, for real.
And so also the thing I will say, the difference between mushrooms and acid, I feel like acid is definitely a drug. And when I say that, I mean like mushrooms won't necessarily elevate your mood. They'll just teach you how to deal with your moods. Whereas like acid is a little bit more like, it could even be considered like, not considered, but like kind of like an antidepressant where it's gonna like boost your mood. It will boost your mood, period. You'll be laying around and be like, take a little tiny bit and you'll be like, oh, okay. I'm jump started now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boom. You know what I'm saying? And whereas mushrooms, you take a little mushroom and you're kind of like, oh man, like whatever, man. I'm just
it feels like a time loop. I'm not even lying. Like I didn't like that. Like I said, if I do anything, which I don't anymore, I like uppers, right? Like I like things that are gonna be like
yeah, mushrooms aren't even really uppers. They're not uppers.
And I was totally aware of like I don't know. I probably will never try acid.
See,
I know they're like
no, I feel you, but I
don't even really like to do that.
The thing is, I feel like it's for me, the way it hits me, it's not. I feel like it's like a regular like vitamin for me. If I microdose acid like the right amount, I swear it's like a fucking vitamin. It's like, oh, boom, and I'm like, I can think faster, better. I have no social anxiety, and that's when I take mushrooms or acid. The social anxiety just like dissipates completely. I just don't care anymore. It's dope. And then getting shit done though on either of them too, acid more, but either one of them, I feel like it really gives you like, oh, gotta get this done. Boom, accomplish this task. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, boom, accomplish this task. Boom, boom. Where sometimes like if I don't take it, if I'm just like smoking weed, sometimes I just will like ADHD out and like I'll get some stuff done, but I'll be trying to multitask too much, and then my brain gets cloudy, and then I'm like, then I get frustrated. Acid will be like, no, okay, this is the task you got to do. Boom, so you just be into it. Oh shit. You're like, boom, okay. And it like the thing is, the more you take, the more it is a drug. Like you take a little tiny little bit, you're like, oh, it's like taking an Adderall a little bit, like with a little like a skim of trippiness, just a skim of it. But then the more you take, it's more like, oh shit, this is a party. Oh, and then I feel like the threshold really is like for any regular person is like 3 tabs. Like you don't really want to take more than 3 tabs, really, because
I wouldn't even take that.
That's
that like a lot.
The most I've ever taken was 3, and it was like in a whole day. It wasn't like just in one setting, and it was fun. No, it was fun because the thing about tripping is like you'll get to this. If you're having a good trip, you'll get to this point where you're like, oh my god, this is so good. If you take more drugs at that point, it's too late. You know what I mean? So like a lot of times, a lot of people be like, no, I don't want to come down. Like that's another, the bad thing about acid is it doesn't want you to come down. So you're just like, oh my God, why can't life be this great all the time? And then it's just like, keep getting high. You want to smoke a little bit more weed. You want to feel that feeling a little bit more. You're like, why? What? It makes so much sense. What the fuck? And then just like, nah.
But you know what? You probably can't feel like that all the time, right? You just need to get there vibration wise.
Right.
Stay there and have that consistency, right? Because I feel like we are all godlike.
Right.
We all have these abilities, right? Some are stronger than others, and people that are higher levels or whatever. But we're all capable of being able to like zen the fuck out and like treat people good because we know that's what the fuck we're supposed to do. Fuck all that bullshit.
Right.
Do the right thing.
Right.
We all know what the right thing is, like morally, all inside. You know what I mean? Like, get the fuck out of here. You can't tell me that.
Shamanically too. You know what I mean? Like it's like that.
You can't tell me. I know what. I mean, for some, maybe their mind doesn't work that way, but for the majority of people in this fucking world, we know what's right and we know what's wrong because we feel it.
Well, okay, and that goes back to what you were saying about the people who get recycled versus not, because I feel like it's not necessarily true, because I'd be around some people and I'm like, that's just wrong. And they're like, what do you mean? That's just the way it is. And I'm like, but it's wrong. It doesn't matter if that's how it's been done for 50 years. It's fucking wrong, right? Wrong is wrong, right is right. It doesn't matter how things were done or how things need to be done, quote unquote. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If it's right, it's right.
Right, but you have those people that would say that are maybe because of their own experiences, not as traumatized by what they see. So you have to deal with a lot of that too. But what I'm saying is
sunk in place.
In a court, generally, if we see somebody get shot, right? Unless we're used to that shit, we're gonna be like, oh my God, right? Like we're gonna be like, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody is gonna be like, do something because that's just the nature.
Right. I mean, but I mean, that's not even. I mean, I've never had to be gone through a shootout. That's one thing about Seattle. I mean, I've been shot at, but I never but it wasn't like, you over there, let me shoot you. It's just people being stupid and rowdy and me like running and me and get the fuck out of there. I don't want to look back and see what's going on. You just hear a little pop, 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 and you're like, oh shit, that was for me. Okay, phew. Nope.
You know, when I was working in the strip club, like out in California, it was so square, right? Like super When I went out to the east, I was like, dang, like people are really shooting each other out here, like at the strip club in the parking lot. One time, this girl was dancing with this young kid. You know what I mean? She thought he had money. He ended up having no money, and she stacked her dances, which means instead of collecting the money like after every dance, she stacked a couple of dances until it got to a certain amount, and then asked for the money.
Yep.
He didn't have the money. He didn't have the money. So she low-key cussed him out, made a big scene, and like the security took him out. They're like fucked up. She's in the back. I'm like, girl, you shouldn't even be tripping like that. Like, not to stack your dances. Like, you already know. So you might just have to trip that up.
Yeah, take that L, sis. Take that L.
Just, stack that up. They came 30 minutes later and shot up the fucking parking lot. One of the bullets, like the girl's bathroom is on the side of the entrance. Like if you go inside, like on the right side of the building, the bathroom is that way. The corners of the big stall, the bullet came directly like in the diagonally from one corner to the other corner. It was crazy. Like so if somebody was sitting like on the toilet when they were shooting, like they would have probably been dead.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they wanted to kill old girl for sure.
Damn.
Right?
Fucking ego, man.
But the police came because police stay around the corner over there because they already know how hot it is, because it's an all black place. All black.
It sucks, man. We gotta do better.
So listen, the typical white man rolled through, and he's just used to it. He's always a regular. He's not like really a new guy. They don't really come at night. They come in the daytime. So it was by an airport.
Oh, okay.
From an airport, so it's just like
Phew.
I was making a lot of money.
Damn, I can't even.
I was making a lot of money, and now look how regular. I'm regular and schmegular. So when it happens again, I'm definitely gonna be humble.
So the thing about, and that's the thing about up here is the strip club up here is like really not the scene. Like my homeboy had to drag me to one time, and it was dead ass across the street from my house. Now let me set up the premise for this because there's an area, okay, it's a street, right? It's called 99, right? And it goes all the way to Cali, right? But our 99 it is different names. 99, Aurora, Pack Highway, the Highway, like people, it's the whole stroll though. You could basically buy, if you drive on that thing long enough, you will literally find whatever it is you're looking for. Be it a car, food, drugs, sex, whatever you want. It's like the capitalistic stroll, and it's very long. It just, so I was living off of Aurora, like one street down, but basically it's like, North Aurora area. The strip club's dead ass on the other side, like across the street from my house, called, I think it was called the Dancing Bear, and it looked from the outside, how it looks so sketchy. It was next to like a Chinese fucking food place, and that was terrible. And it was next to like a random pizza place and a fish place, like a fish tank place where you can like buy like, and then there's like a smoke shop on the corner. Well, it was like, but for fish. Yeah, so it's just like tanks and fish and stuff, and then you can at the other, you could buy fucking bongs, pipes, fucking cigarettes, whatever, little snacks and shit. Nobody really went in there though, unless you were at that club. So my homie, he dead ass dragged me across the street. He's like, bro, come on, you live across the street too, bro. Come on. I was like, all right, I ain't never been in this club a day in my life. I go in and it's exactly, there's boxes everywhere. I'm like, what is going on? Is this fucking somebody packing? Like, what's going on here? Like, and then I dead ass forget, because I don't go to strip clubs. They, up here at least, they were like, hey, so you gotta order a drink. I was like, cool. I'm thinking right, and I'm thinking, okay, like let me get like maybe a little gin and tonic or so at the time, right? But we don't serve alcohol in our strip clubs at all. So it was like, well, in this one, she was very full nude, yes.
Yeah, so a lot of the times you won't find alcohol with full nude, right? Like in some places, like California, you will never find like alcohol with full nude. You'll find juice or like Sprite and shit, so full come fucked up. But
right,
you can get alcohol at a titty bar if they're only showing titties.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Like that. I mean, but there's no strip club, even in the titty one, they don't serve alcohol at all. Like there's no alcohol, there's no food or alcohol in any of them. So like I feel like in Cali and Atlanta and all that, it's the vibe, right? You go there to have a vibe, like eat some food, kick it with some homies. But like here, it's just like it feels a little sleazy. But this one was very janky as fuck, janky ass promoter shit. Hey, and this nigga that took me, my homeboy, shout out to my guy. I'm about to link up with him like in a couple months too. He fucking was like fucking the girl at the fucking strip club. She's like showing it all and like literally teasing him. I'm sitting. Granted, it was me. There's one other person there. So it was like me, my nigga, and another random ass person. Just, and like, there's boxes everywhere, and I'm drinking a Sprite. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't even got a Henny in my hand or nothing. I don't got a tonic. I don't got nothing. I don't got no Henny. I got no whiskey, nothing. I'm just sitting there, and this girl is like looking at him directly. She's not looking at me. She's dancing, showing everything. Open, spread open, dead ass, butt ass naked. I never seen anything like that. I was like, whoa. She didn't know any tricks. Like, as far as tricks goes, she was just literally tricking for this nigga.
Listen, on my first time, like walking, I decided that I was gonna dance. I had just turned like 18 years old, and I walked into like the strip club, and this girl was on the stage, and she just spread her shit wide open. I was just like, oh my God, is that what?
You're like, damn, does that even look it doesn't don't even look appetizing. Come on, girl. Spruce up the buffet.
Till this day, like I don't even think she knows that's like. I remember like seeing that when I first walked in, like, damn, this is what I'm getting myself into.
Pussy lips.
Yeah, like, okay. So for the first like couple months, like I never like it was full nude. I never got all the way nude, like just because I was like, this is just too crazy.
Right.
I'm not gonna do it like them. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do it like how I want to do it. And the guy behind the bar used to give me a hard time. And then one day I just got naked, and then everybody celebrated. And I was just like, okay, it's not that big of a deal.
Oh, that's sick. They're probably like, sativa, yes.
Not that big of a deal. I mean, I feel like where I worked at, like I just learned a lot about like a lot of stuff, right? Like you weren't like it's a whole nother like. I mean, I grew up in the strip club. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right. See, that's what I'm saying.
Right from being out of high school, like straight into a strip club, like that's where I grew up. So, I mean, it's a whole different little lifestyle. I like it, right? I love it, but it's just different. It evolves. It evolves every year, right? Like it's like a generational thing. Now I'm considered an OG. Right?
And it's different. I feel like
I'm considered an OG. Before it wasn't like that. Now I'm considered an OG.
You're like, what? You're like, girl. You're like, when girls come in, they like their pussy lips tighten. They're like, oh shit, it's sativa. We gotta act right.
Low-key, that's how it used to be, right? Like when I first started, I was super raw. Like imagine me and like my attitude times 150 billion. Like I was coming in really, really hot. Like you couldn't really tell me shit. You know what I mean? Like
right.
Literally that picture that I posted on Instagram, in that little hoodie with my ponytail, like.
Oh yeah, I had to. You see, I reposted. I didn't tag you. I didn't tag you, but I just reposted it because I did it real quick. I was like, oh shit.
18 years old.
Oh my God, you was going in. You had that look on your face like, what? Like,
I was walking up to bitches like, what's up? You know, like straight up, like I was not playing around.
Reckless.
I just learned a lot. And I learned after being fired for like being so intense to like be chill, you know?
Right.
Because people used to tell me a lot. People felt like scared or like intimidated,
right?
Or you know. But me, my mindset was like, we're all grown. You know, like we're grown. Don't disrespect me. I'm not gonna disrespect you.
Factual.
But to be honest, I never really got into any fight. Out of 10 years of dancing, I've only been in like 2 or 3 fights.
With the other girls or just in general?
Yeah, just fights in general with other girls or like just because some people stepped out of line or whatever. You know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of times it be idiots that be fighting all the time. You know what I mean?
I feel like 3 is a good amount.
Like some.
That's how chill I am.
Like you. I feel like people shouldn't fight that often, but like you gotta fight sometimes. You can't just always be fucking. Once in a while, you gotta be willing to throw them balls. But like as you get older and you start thinking about what's real in life and shit, and it's just like shooting up a strip club because your little homie didn't have the money.
I know that was
like bitch ass nigga. What are you talking about?
Why you come in here with no money? Like this is what we be talking about. Like this is not okay. This means you don't really have it. But I've been in some brawls before, but I try not to step like that, Hello,
Ms. Newman. Shit, you guys are the realest. Y'all fuck with the kitchen couch, man. I love it. I love it. Real. Yes. Ms. Newman, how you doing? You can't hear?
Boom, knocked up in the head with shoes in the face. I've seen people get messed up, like real messed up.
She sleep with the tiara on.
No, I just put it on.
You should have just lied and just said, nah, I sleep with it on. What do you know? Like, I wake up like, hey.
I woke up like this.
For real.
How y'all doing? How was y'all Thanksgiving?
It was all right. My turkey came out amazing. I didn't stuff it with anything, and I threw the neck away. I wasn't feeling it.
I didn't end up doing.
Like as soon as I cook it, like I can do chicken, raw chicken and stuff like that. It's not that bad, right? But like to take the body, like and just be moving that shit around, I was just like, ooh, and then the neck, I was like, I was
Yeah, to snap that motherfucker and then chop through it, right, with the fucking butcher knife, just like bang, 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 bitch.
What you do, Nathan?
Thank you for
I-
taking from the 200 from the 500 or the 300 because I really actually cooked it on 300 for about 6 hours.
There we go. There we go.
And I went to sleep
I
got up first thing like, let me check if this shit is not cooked.
I didn't end up doing shit. I didn't end up doing shit at all. I basically just ended up I made that vegan potato or no, we smacked that the day before. I believe we were on that Wednesday the night before. Thursday, I'm trying to what did we do? We drove around looking for we went mushroom picking, but there was none out where we went. So whatever. And then we ended up getting some food and what did we we went over and had like a little game night at our friend's house and it was pretty dope. We just smoked hella weed and we was playing all these like they like hella like board games and shit. So we was just over there fucking
I'm doing that.
and white girl had my white homegirl, she had some pretty bomb stuffing too. And so like I got to
Did it have raisins in it?
fuck no. Oh my god. You see that skit where he undid the aluminum foil and he saw raisins and he thought they were roaches, so he started hitting it. He's like, no, what the fuck? And he's like, oh, they're like, no, what are you doing? What are you doing, Jamal? And he was like, I thought them shits was roaches.
Well, we don't do raisins and we don't do raisins and nothing.
I do like some raisins, but by themselves.
That shit was empty as fuck, but I put some butter in there. Put some butter everywhere.
Raisins by themselves, very good.
Yeah. I would agree.
I don't need them in a dish, like especially surprisingly, like surprise raisins. Ooh.
I will eat them in oatmeal.
Oh, but that's not a surprise.
No, them bitches go in
Cookies.
Oh, and cereal. Raisin
Oh,
bran.
cereal.
And raisin bran. They don't go in my hand. They don't go in nothing else.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't really know.
You know what? Actually, I will say.
What kind of recipe is for raisins except for raisins?
You know what? I will say. Raisin bread.
Raisin bread, but you know that's what that
Salad too. Like if you just don't like hella, like have your sometimes you do like a little mix, like a little strawberry raisins. You have to slice the raisins, or they're just not the right.
No, Lord. Now let me tell you. I went to an Italian restaurant this summer. Ain't nobody go slice no damn raisin maker. Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? A little raisin. But I went to an Italian restaurant this summer, and I'm not the biggest coleslaw eater.
We were just talking.
I love coleslaw. I like coleslaw.
Well, they had some coleslaw. This coleslaw that they had some Granny Smith apples and some green raisins in it.
No
Now,
raisins.
That sounds like it makes good sense.
It was bomb though.
Huh?
It was bomb.
Yes, and I had some broccoli salad that also had some raisins in
Okay,
it.
I have had broccoli salad with the raisins too. That's an interesting one.
Yeah, and I thought it was good, but I've been craving your damn that potato salad that you showed up there, Nathan.
I'm saying that.
Yeah, it's funny. My girl, she tried to make it, and she couldn't make it. She didn't make it because look, what I had to. She did it kind of the old school way where you chop up the potatoes and then you blanch them.
Did I boil them?
Yeah, but it's like you don't want to boil them all the way, you know what I mean? Because then they'll be too mushy. But like you blanch them for a little bit, you take them out, put them in cold water, whatever. But like the way I do it is I slice them. I don't even do the little quarters. I slice them and I sear them first, and then once they're done seared, like a little dry, maybe a little bit of oil, and then I put them in a bowl, and then I let them get cold. I'm not gonna boil,
Are
but
they crunchy at this point?
a little bit, yes. Like yes.
Firm.
Hell no, that's even good.
What? No.
Good. I'm not eating no potato crunchy.
No, not crunchy raw. Not crunchy raw. Like crunchy, like it's got a cooked skin on it.
Oh, okay.
Not crunchy raw. Nah.
No, because I'm like listening to your story and I'm like, you didn't say like for how long ago? Like,
yeah. Now see, I will do that.
Just be like,
yeah. Now sometimes when I want to bake potato, I will, and I don't want to like microwave or nuke it or whatever. I will cut a potato up, like cube it and boil it till it's just soft, and then put like butter, salt, pepper, and sour cream on it. So I know what you're talking about. But I ain't never, when you say blanched potato, when I make potato salads or whatever, shit, I guess I'm really old school because I boil them bitches, drain the water, put some cold water in it, let them set for a minute, drain them bitches out, let it be what it is.
Yeah.
Anybody got time to boil no water?
And the worst feeling.
Put it out to get that's all that.
Yeah.
Is eating potato salad and a fucking potato is crunchy. Like
no, never raw. Never. I okay. I might bring some interesting food but it's gonna be cooked. It's gonna be flavorful. If anything, if I feel like if I ever have a downfall, it might be too spicy, too salty, I don't even do salty that much because I don't even put hella salt in my shit. I
like salt and vinegar chips.
I honestly like when like my ideal dish, if you eat it and you're like, this is good, it just needs some salt. I think I did a good idea. So you add how much salt you need to your shit.
Right. That's how I like to cook too.
So it's like, oh, I need some salt. Boom, perfect. Boom, a little salt, and you'll be like, whoa, all the flavors, yes.
Well, Nathan, you'll be the black person's house that I go to, and I will go try all your good vegetarian dishes. But I ain't going to no other niggas' houses this year because of the simple fact that these motherfuckers just jumped on the vegetarian train. Bitch, you ain't been a vegetarian a good year to convince me to want to come to your house and eat. So, how long you been a vegetarian?
About 2 years.
Okay, well, I don't go to new vegetarians' houses because they don't know the recipe. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's like going to a bitch that just learned how to cook's house. And this
oh my god, no! You need like 5. If you just started cooking, you need 5 at least. And I need 3 of them to be just complete fuck ups, and people told you before you even get better. Like that's the only way you get shit better. Somebody tells you you suck, and you're like, no, I'm good. You just advance.
I used to learn how to cook with eggs, so I learned to perfect the eggs.
Right.
For the longest time, that's what I learned how to cook. Like, I was like, make you some eggs. So I used to make you
top ramen too.
All the time, like
real women.
Top ramen. Like my mom used to have fend for yourself nights where she used to be out and we used to have to fend for ourselves. As long as you make a mess and get it back.
Well, check this out. Real women don't learn how to cook until they food poison their damn self.
I've definitely done that. When
you done cook some shit up and you food poison your damn self, that's when you learn how to perfect some shit right there.
I actually have an iron stomach. Like
my first meal for my baby daddy, I thought I was doing the damn thing, girl. I made a meatloaf and some mashed potatoes, and some cabbage and some cornbread, and the only thing edible was the damn cabbage and the cornbread. The meatloaf, that meatloaf was so good. Oh my God. I don't know what I did, but me and baby daddy both was shitting. We was fighting over the toilet. But I bet you what, I made a perfect meatloaf every time after that.
Right. Right. You're like, what was it? What? No, because you probably had to try it a couple more times before people even trusted you to eat the meatloaf again.
My baby daddy did. And then I tried that was the first like meal. And then I remember the first time I tried to fry him some pork chops.
Oh,
Those motherfuckers were so
raw.
salty. I believe his great grandkids got high blood pressure. Oh, my granddaughter probably came out with high blood pressure. That motherfucker was so salty.
Oh
It was
my
like,
God.
wait. Then the next time I fried some chicken, the first time I fried pork chops and they were too salty.
Well, I fried some raw chicken before.
Oh no, I fried
I've done it
chicken with
before.
sugar.
With what?
Sugar and pepper and flour. I thought it was salt and it was fucking sugar.
No.
So pretty. Oh, it was the most beautiful. It's golden brown chicken. And we bit into that shit. And he said, I said, what? He said, what did you say?
You know what? I just heard the crunch of the chicken right now. Like I almost felt it.
Yeah,
It just tastes like grits with chicken or something. You're like, nah.
he said, what you use? Cake flour? And I said, what you use? Cake mix? And I said, no, I use flour and salt and pepper. And I was like, what's wrong with it? It smelled good and it looked good. He was like, did you taste it? And I said, no. I've been in that shit. Oh God, damn.
And that's a good lesson too, right there. Is you got to taste the food. You got to. You see in these cooking competitions when people don't taste their food, they lose every time. Every single time, you will lose. They be like, "Did they taste their food? You didn't taste it before you put it out. What are you doing?" And you're supposed to taste it almost damn near real chef shit every step of the way. Like you should smell the pork. If you're eating pork, smell it and be like, okay, boom, boom. You don't taste it. Don't taste raw shit.
I smell my food, but I don't taste it.
You gotta taste it.
I'm one of those people that sometimes if I cook, I will not eat after I cook.
Yeah,
I will not eat. I'll clean up and then I just don't eat. Right, like for whatever reason, I don't know. Sometimes that's just how I am. So I don't never taste the food because then I feel like I don't know. I just don't ever taste it. But I cook good, right? Because I came from nothing and I know how to make some shit good. So I'm pretty confident.
I cook good, right? You have to convince your goddamn self that you cook good.
Well, you know why? Because I don't cook for nobody else, right? I cook for myself. I do cook sometimes for other people, right? But is it a lot? No, right? So I'm saying that I feel like I cook good, right? But have a lot of people ate my food, or do I have friends that come over? I don't know, so I don't know about what they say about my cooking, but I've lived with my roommates and things of that nature, and out of everybody, I'm the one that cooks. We ain't starving.
I know that's
good.
Like, right. Right.
And your big daddy coming home in a couple months too, right?
On February 28th.
Okay, so you have your skills up now.
Yeah, well, to be completely transparent.
What's that, Nathan?
That's a fish.
Yeah, I cooked this today. This is what I cooked today. I got tuna, whatever. It was cheap, and then cheaper. And I've been a bad vegan. I had some chicken for the first time in a long, literally 2 years. It was fried.
Okay, because if you have chicken, if you break your diet to have chicken and it ain't fried,
it's grilled.
You didn't break your goddamn diet.
It's grilled chicken. Get the fuck out of here, grilled. No,
I had chicken a little bit as long as it's dry.
No, and then that was. So I'm pretty good. And then today that was yesterday. I had a Popeye sandwich. That's what it was.
Hey, Popeyes be lit. I don't care.
That spicy chicken sandwich was.
I'll eat that over church and any day.
Oh, it was fucking fire.
Explain to me what's on this plate. Tuna and I see avocado.
So this right here is the tuna, right? So I had corn, yeah, ahi tuna. I corn starched it and deep fried it in grapeseed oil. And then I cut up some asparagus, onion, and sliced those potatoes. And then I put a little, just dry seared them, put a little oil, boom. And then I use this stuff that's it's like a potato leek and onion, but it's like a pre-made soup thing. It's all organic. So I use that to make a lot of gravy stuff. because it's just like really good texture and everything. So I cooked it in that, boom, and then I got through frying the fish, and I'm like, I like look and I was like, wow, this still looks kind of raw. What the fuck? So I fucking finished frying it, threw it into the pan, let it cook in the oven for a little bit, fully cooked it perfectly, boom. And then so like this is just like fresh. It's just like a fresh, like I just cut it up. I didn't even add it till like late, like just this and then the little shallots. That's what the favorite palette needed, a little bit of freshness. And this watercress too.
Okay. Did you, so since it's that little, do you really taste it?
It literally is like zinging your. I mean, I'm just being like over the top, but you know what I'm saying?
That's the decoration, honey. That's the decoration.
I know, okay.
That's so European.
You do taste it though, but like it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like
kind of like Brussels sprouts.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, imagine eating. Bean sprouts. Okay, like imagine if you imagine eating like fried chicken with fried fish and fried this and fried that, and you didn't have nothing fresh on that plate, nothing fresh at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? All fried or so you need something like raw. Like you have to have like, and the shallot is just small enough that it'll just. Okay, cool. Boom. It's not gonna.
Okay, so Nathan, do you eat poke?
Yes, I do love poke.
Yes, she's shaking her head. Now I take that ahi tuna, and I take that ahi tuna, and I take some soy sauce and some teriyaki sauce, and I marinate that ahi tuna, and cut up some onions, some shallots, and a little bit of peanut oil. Is it peanut oil? Yeah, that's
sesame.
Sesame seed oil, yes. And let that marinate overnight.
Oh, the sesame oil.
Put up over some salad. Oh my God.
Sesame oil is the one though. I swear, if you have a dish and you're like, it needs just a little bit of flavor, sesame oil. Whoop.
I really don't like nothing raw except for dick. So.
Did she say dick? I'm not even gonna say nothing. I ain't even gonna say nothing. But honestly, the meat, I do it with salmon too. But the salmon and that tuna, the acid from the soy sauce actually cooks it, so it's not raw.
Yeah.
The acid from that, so
it's not a heat cooking. It's a citric cooking. Yeah, the acidity is.
I like ceviche, right? You could have
oh, ceviche.
I grew up by the border, but I feel like it's a little bit different if it doesn't look cooked. Like shrimp, when you put lemon juice on it, it changes color, right? Like it has to change a certain amount of color, like a little bit for you to know that, your shit is done.
For sure.
I understand what you mean. It's cooked, right, in a sense. But
you don't fuck with the poke?
What does it taste like when you bite on it? Does it taste? It's just. What is it like? Is it the consistency?
It tastes like I chew and swallow.
They told me about like.
It's kind of like.
Oysters. I tried raw oysters because I like smoked oysters. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh nope. You know what it's bomb though? You know what's bomb though is grilled oysters.
Yeah, like I can eat them cooked. I cannot eat them like raw because somebody like they were like, oh, just do this, and do this, and I did it. And
some people are swear.
All the way, and I just had it just sitting in my mouth, trying not to like throw it up and be like at least polite to like all that.
You know what it is? It's like this. Some people like raw fish and some people don't. I particularly love it because it tastes like meat butter, kind of like. Yeah. So yeah, it sounds weird, but it's kind of like it melts in your mouth a certain type of way. Like it's like, and that's why you gotta have it with other foods. You can't just like eat raw tuna by itself.
When you said that, you just swim in the ocean and just bite a fish.
No. It's like taking the meat of it, the best meat, and then grinding it up until it's like nice and like small pieces, and you can just.
you know what? I do go to poke places and get like basically I'll get everything except for the raw meat. So I'll do imitation crab meat with like seaweed and the rice. But I ain't fucking with it. I tried it. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't do the rice. I like salad. I'm not a geechee. I do not know. I like my rice with butter and sugar.
Oh,
you know what? That's what I used to eat for breakfast.
Rice cereal.
Yeah, rice cereal.
Rice cereal.
Who called it that? I thought I was the only one who called it rice cereal.
Gang.
My kids eat it and they love it.
Little milk. It got milk in it too.
And I love it that they love it because I was like, listen, we used to be eating this and like butter with sugar on the toast, like all of that shit.
Oh, I don't do butter with sugar. I'm a toast.
I can't see you at all.
I'm in the middle of
Oh.
the woods, trying to get back home. Trying to do this Puyallup back road shit.
Oh shit! You better keep your eyes on swivel out in Puyallup.
That's why I keep my clip full and loaded.
Oh, is that dangerous? Damn.
I mean, it's dangerous in a way. Yes, it's dangerous in a way.
Watching a movie called Beneath, and basically, it was about a white couple who went to a Home Depot essentially and got these Mexicans and basically like kept him captive and was like, it was just so weird. I was just like, dang, I be finding stuff on these little apps like, dang, I'm just captivated. Like, this lady was crazy. She like held them in like a guest house in the bottom of the house, had them cleaning up and doing landscaping, right? And then they like later on they have this Mexican couple that come look at the house and they were like against Mexican couples, and so they didn't even want to sell them the house. It was like a weird, crazy movie, but it was like sadistic. And I never really thought about it. Like they didn't call the police because they were undocumented, so they were kind of just trying to get the money and finish. And the people were making them trying to work throughout the night. Like when she came in and they would sleep, they woke the niggas up like get up and finish this work. And they was fighting amongst each other like this is crazy. We need to do something about it. But they was like, you know. It was crazy. It was a good movie, though.
Nathan, are you rocking a bonnet?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I wish I had my scarf right now.
Hey, shout out to Richport Do-Rags, black-owned bonnets, do-rags, all the accessories that you need.
Okay.
RichportDoRags.shop.
They go for sale too.
I got hella do-rags and shit from her too. And it's funny because what I learned is that I never protected my hair. Like honestly, I was one of those kids where my mom and my sisters were always trying to get me to wear lotion and protect my hair. And I was like, whatever, I don't care. I don't fucking care. And now that I'm older, I make sure like, I'm like, okay, I gotta make sure my toenails is clipped. And I got my nails is clipped and I got like some lotion on me. You know what I mean? I'm not just out here ashy and angry.
I bet if your ass was dark skinned, you'd have had some goddamn lotion on. Because we be glowing in the motherfucking dark.
Hey, you know what? One time this girl.
You was young, nigga. Shit. My children know. Lotion and Vaseline fucking leave.
I don't even use lotion. We use oil over here. We use body oil.
Like, you're so lucky. Wait, you're so lucky to have that kind of goddamn skin that just uses oil, bitch. We real Oil don't do a goddamn thing for us. We could use that
layer it. You gotta do like a couple of things.
It depends on the oil. I think it depends on the oil because I use hemp seed oil on my face. That's what I use on my face is hemp seed oil.
I like that kind of oil. I usually put it on in the shower.
But what do you use? She said Vaseline. I it's been a long time since I used Vaseline. You know what Vaseline will do? Make sure you don't get chub rub though. Chub rub, like like the girls with the thick thighs, they gotta rub it on their inner thighs so their thighs don't rub together.
That's what we call it. Girl, you better rub this so you're gonna have black thighs. Don't nobody want black thighs. Really. Nobody want black thighs. Girl, you better go on in there and between your thighs. Vaseline, not lotion. You're gonna have black thighs.
No, you have to scrub your skin. It's like a process. You scrub your skin. You put oil on, like a light oil when your skin is like, wet, and then you put like a good moisturizing lotion afterwards. You know what I mean? Like you got to seal that shit in.
No homo, my brother. What do you use to fucking?
It looks like a baby bottom. I know people with like brown ass skin, and they don't have to do shit. They don't have to put lotion on. They can just be out.
Yeah, but that's temporary. Just watch. Just watch.
They can be out. I'm like, hell
my skin is beautiful when I'm down south. Well, actually, I'm gonna be for real. Being here in the Pacific Northwest has really done wonders for my skin.
Really, it makes my hair dry.
All the moisture in the air.
It's weird though. It makes my hair like I feel like I get dandruff or some shit. Like fucking yeah. Like when I was in Arizona.
What is your hair grade?
I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe the
like so when I went natural, right? Like in my research to like grow my own hair out, like you gotta find out what type of grade hair you have and like what type of product works in conjunction with sealing in moisture.
Ooh, okay.
Right? Like it's a whole thing. That's why it takes a long time to do my hair. Like it's not just like I'm gonna wash it and like twist this shit up. No, like I have to wash it. I have to deep condition it. I have to condition, deep condition. Then I have to put, the oil and then something to seal that moisture in your hair so that when it dries, you know what I mean? It doesn't dry like.
You said grain of hair?
Grade.
Like my hair, like this hair I consider this 4C. And it's like my hair is like kinky as fuck. Like it is so kinky. It's ridiculous.
Now, why you got your hat on tonight? You didn't comb your shit. I see Nathan got
it.
Yeah. All right.
Listen, these are my little twists that I've had for a couple of weeks. I really don't go anywhere or do anything, so my hair usually stays like, twisted up or just like this.
I think I have.
I think
super hang time.
I want dreadlocks, but my hair won't stay. They said I gotta let it nap out or something. But my hair is natural. I haven't had a perm in like 3 years. I haven't had a perm. But my hair
is the big chop. And I did the big
soft. Yes, but it's too soft to dreadlock. I gotta go through some kind of process to get it to dreadlock.
Yeah, you don't want to.
The right loctician.
No, I think I have somewhere between this 4A and 4B because.
And you know how you tell if it's high or low porosity? You take a piece of your hair. If it sinks, I believe it takes on water, and if it doesn't sink, it doesn't take on as much moisture.
My hair is definitely hydrophobic as hell. Like the only way to really oil this shit down is with fucking castor oil. I've tried every other oil. Castor oil.
Everybody's hair is different. People have sometimes 2 curl patterns, right? Like you don't just have the same curl pattern.
Right.
Like some people have 2 curl patterns.
Castor oil is the only thing that really will penetrate my scalp, or else it'll stay dry.
Wow.
Right. That could be.
You stay soft flow.
So some people have.
And I'm bald,
right?
and I'm pretty much bald.
I've seen some videos of people with dry scalp, and some people just have that's just your skin, right? But there are certain ways that you're supposed to treat your skin if your skin is more prone to this, right? So it promotes hair growth or whatever.
What about you, Ovanayo?
Low manipulation hairstyles like that. As long as you just moisturize it and don't fuck with it, it's gonna do its thing,
Right.
It's gonna do its thing.
Right.
I've been trimming my hair since I was 10. At the time, since I was 9 years old. So I've been trimming my hair religiously for that long. Because as soon as I started feeling this, I was like, oh hell no, I'm not fucking with it. I would have never worn my hair like this, like 5 or 10 years ago, for sure. Wouldn't have.
The natural look, right? What about you, Oveniah? What are you putting on your skin to fucking make sure it's all fucking buffed out or whatever?
Oh, I just keep my shit as trim as possible. I use this stuff called Africa's Best, the hair grease. That's also a super grow. For my skin, you said?
Yeah, like lotion.
Dry skin. You lotion or oil. Rub a dub dub.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't take care of my skin. I don't dry out. When I do start to dry out, I put cocoa butter lotion or cocoa
What kind
butter.
of cocoa butter? What kind of cocoa butter?
Oh shit, it's the expensive one.
Okay.
Palmer's? Say again?
Palmer's?
Nah. They started putting some false fake shit in there.
Oh,
I had to stop up with that brand. They started making shit.
Okay. But okay.
There was Helen and I forget the other
Queen Helene.
Queen Helene, yeah.
Oh hell no!
That shit ain't nothing. That
cocoa butter that you can get. That shit don't even do shit.
That ain't nothing. Water.
I know.
Wait. Exactly what you was talking about. I see the bottle in my head, but I didn't know the name.
And the big yellow bottle with the brown right. Is that the lotion you use?
And the little tip you go like this.
Yeah.
The Queen Helene mud mask though, back in the day, those were the ones.
If you drop it or spill it over, it always comes out like.
Something about water.
When I get home, I'll put the name for y'all. There's another one. My old lady be grabbing all the time.
Man,
Stay your ass out of dollar store buying lotion.
Okay, listen.
no,
For real, if you buy that Queen Helene lotion, you have to go to the other side and get the damn Vaseline. Because there's no damn way
Of
you using that Queen Helene lotion by itself. You need Vaseline with that shit. You need Vaseline with that water.
you basically rubbing cool water all over your body. Fucking rubbing cool water all over your body.
I walk right into that roast too.
you know what it is though.
You talking to nigger women? We didn't tell you. That Queen Helene is for white people trying to be black. That shit is not for black people.
I used to get that shit like.
Look, why do you think they only sell it at the dollar store?
Yeah. They used to have it in the hair stores.
No, I used to use the Queen Helene mud masks.
You don't see that shit in the hair stores.
You see that shit at the dollar store.
Please scan it now.
But a 5-gallon bottle ain't nothing but $1.
It's the top for me. It's the top.
Now look.
Hey.
That's some shit right there. That's some shit right there. That you can get that Queen Helene and go get you a damn bottle of baby oil and pour that bottle of baby oil in that Queen Helene and shake up and that's the shit works.
This shit is all right? Like I like this stuff. This stuff is good. But I buy a variety of oils. I just don't buy just this oil. I buy variety.
You know what the good lotion is? Hey, mute your mic, Oveniah. Mute your mic.
My bad, I'm just trying to get this bread so I can get home.
Right.
Yeah, safe place loud. My bad. What was that last part y'all said though?
I don't remember.
Say don't buy that cheap ass Queen Helene.
I said if you buy that Queen Helene, you might as well move down a couple and get you a bottle of oil, baby oil, and put the whole thing of baby oil in that Queen Helene. That's the only way this shit can work right.
Yeah, you might as well go ahead and get you some mineral oil. Go ahead and get you some.
But see, I'm looking at his complexion, And his
He don't attract his son.
Yeah, I'm a
Never Queen Helene.
without the sunshine, I turn pale quick.
Huh?
It's that Puerto Rican blood. Without the sunshine, we turn pale fast.
No, well, that too. Okay.
See,
I'm just saying, like,
I'm dark brown. That shit don't do nothing but make me ashier.
Right. I can't put.
It make my skin wish it had some oil.
yeah.
See, I'm light
I
skinned.
put that on knowing immediately that I was going to be ashy in a matter of time. For
I
sure.
put it on knowing
It was
that
only
day well, I
used in
gotta take it with some
emergencies. You
Vaseline.
didn't have shit. When you didn't have no lotion, somebody had that. That's what you use.
Look,
See it.
look, that's the only
That's it.
goddamn notion I know you gotta have a chaser with.
You do, yeah. You have a backup. You have a backup.
Hey, I swear my skin is light skin, but it thinks it's dark skin too. Like if I put baby oil on my shit, I swear it'll make me ashy as hell. If I put baby oil on me, it'll turn me ashy. Fuck that. I have to penetrate. The shit has to penetrate the dome, or it's not working. It'll just bounce off, and
Wait, so with that being said, let me ask this: do you put lotion on after the shower, like right after the shower? Or
Yeah.
you put it on later? That makes a
You
difference.
put it on directly after.
I
You know
usually
why your pores is open.
Right. Some people don't do that. I was just asking.
I usually wait till I dry off a little bit, and then I add, because I don't like being wet and lotioned. It's a weird feeling for me. I have to dry off first, and then I have to put the lotion on.
Yeah, no, see, I just dry off. I dry off there in the shower, and then go ahead and do my legs right there, and my legs and my booty right there. Because it's easier for me to just lift them on up right there on the tub and just knock them on out right there.
Wamp.
I try to just dry off right there, and then go ahead while my legs is already up. Hit them with the Vaseline. You see.
I can't be in my bathroom after I take a shower. Like, I have to get out of it.
I love the steam. I love steaming. Oh, what were you saying?
I can't even dress in the shower after. Like, I don't even bring my clothes in the shower because I cannot dress and put my fucking clothes on right after I shower.
I feel like I'm a damn Korean woman. I'd be like, good steam, good.
I'm with you, Nathan.
Who got ran over?
You know what? See, I'm the type of dude though. I really
got ran over on 72nd Street.
holy
Damn,
shit.
are they okay?
I don't even know. There's a car all stuck off. Two cars right behind them, and somebody laid out on the road. Woo! And the dude hopped over the fence. He booked.
Oh shit.
Tacoma.
I'm out.
So
Like that's the fun.
yeah, no.
You know what? One time I was fucking with this white kid, like when I was younger, and he like didn't want to pay for the cab, so he had me and this other boy like running from the cab people up the fucking hills in the city, like crazy, hiding. I was just like, I will never ever do this again. This is so embarrassing. Oh my god. Hell no. I used to do some stupid shit when I was young.
We all did. That's why it's called being a kid.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing of it is we learn from our mistakes. That's a part of being a kid, being human, growing up. You learn from your If you bump your motherfucking head, then oh, that shit hurt. I'm not gonna bump my head no more.
Right.
Only a dumb will bump their head 2 or 3 times and keep bumping that motherfucker. You keep bumping your head and expecting a different result. Bitch, no, it hurts.
Right. That's true.
Every time you bump your head, it hurt, motherfucker. Every time you do something dumb, you're going to jail, motherfucker. So
most of the time they have a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like I shouldn't have done,
A lot of men, and I'm gonna say men, because I see them do it more than I see a lot of women do it, because women do it because we have mother's intuition. You understand what I'm saying? But men a lot of times do not follow that gut feeling that they get.
No.
That
I can say that to be for pretty true.
Yeah, men don't follow their gut.
You know what? That's something I've been.
Not all the time. If they do, right? It's almost like they don't trust it.
That's interesting. You say that. Sorry. Go ahead. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, as for those men that don't follow that gut reaction, gut instinct, every time I feel like my gut's trying to give me a sign, I take it the wrong way. Like, oh, I must gotta go to the bathroom.
I see that part right there. God damn it.
You know what?
You know what?
It's funny. Okay, so on some deep shit, I actually in therapy. I was wondering why sometimes when I don't go with my gut feeling, I feel like it'd be like post-traumatic slave syndrome, right? Like people pleasing, like you know what I'm saying? People pleasing. Like sometimes it's like okay, like I could be two moods sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, fuck it, I don't give a shit. And the other moods, I'll be like, okay, let me just like act like I got some like, right. And so it's like mama didn't raise me that way to be how I truly am. You know what I'm saying? How I truly am is if you're not going to be respectful to me, fuck you. I don't give a fuck. Right. But like mama raised me to be like, oh, even if they don't respect you, you know, like you still got to show some. That's like kind of like some of that old school shit. And like sometimes it's good, right? It's good to show some honey and get some bees. But like sometimes like people pleasing, like, and that like for my gut instinct, sometimes my gut will be like, fuck that nigga, fuck that bitch, fuck, get the fuck out of here, stop doing it, nope, get out of here. And I'm just like, no, I'm just tripping. And then something happens and it's like, yeah, and I'm like, what the fuck, like, but I saw it coming a mile away. And it's like my therapist is like, yo, you gotta stop people pleasing, you feel me? Like if you, and like people respect you if you're not always trying to please them, if you're just being yourself, you're not just like, oh, like I don't know. And as I get older, I've been working on it. But as you know, younger, coming into my age now, I just noticed all the times where I did do it against my better judgment. I'm like, why did I do that? Like, why? What made me like go say yes to this motherfucker or say yes to this situation? Why?
Sometimes you're just a good person, whatever. You know, it's easier to just do that and to fall back into that, right? Like it's
right.
To be more conscious of yourself at every second of the fucking day to make that change, right? Like you, in order to like really make that change, you have to admit that there's a change that needs to be made. And with that change, you need to be aware of every action, everything. You have to be aware of your actions, who you're around, what you're doing, like all of that stuff to change it. You know what I mean? You have to like really do the work. It really requires work. Most people think it's just like, okay, I'm done.
Right.
You know, like it requires work to get to that point to where you can be done.
Oh, you got muted. Ms. Newman, you're muted.
I follow my gut instinct.
Okay.
When I
Now,
don't,
how old
I'm
are
in
you?
trouble.
How old am I?
How old are you, young man?
I'm 30.
34.
34. Okay. You're very okay. No, I'm not taking shit away from y'all, but you're still very young. And when I'm saying in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Like you will, the closer, and I'm telling you, the closer you get to 40, like right now, it's like you're what to say? You done went past your 20s, but a lot of that boy shit has surpassed.
Right.
And at 30, you're coming into manhood, still a young man, but you're coming into like real life, like, okay, I running in the streets is not just everything that it cracked up to be, you know,
right.
You know shit. But the closer you get to 40, shit, you will see how your feelings change, how your attitude changes. Like right now, you like you say, you feel guilty when you don't do such. Because you're still finding yourself. Does that make any sense? Because by the time you get between 45 and 50, you will be at that you will be at that point where it's like, look, fuck you.
Right.
I'm not trying to make other motherfuckers happy.
Right. And that's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to get to right there.
It comes to that point where it's like it's not about making not a motherfucking other person happy. You realize that it's about making yourself happy, and in order for you to make anybody else happy, you have to be happy. So sometimes you really have to say, "Fuck you."
Out loud too, out loud, not just soft, not just nice, out loud. Fuck
Okay,
you.
somebody quick, like, these are my boundaries.
Put it in the
When you come over here.
And she's 30. You're 36, Sativa?
No, I'm 34.
34. Okay, my bad.
Damn.
No, and so I'm trying to get to that because half the time I'll be on that level. I'll be like, you know what? Nah, I'm good. And then other times I'll be like, my gut's like telling, nah, son, get out of here. And I'm just like, oh, well, like, I don't gotta be rude about it. I don't gotta do this. And now I'm like, nah, I do gotta be rude.
This is such a nice person, and right?
Burn rubber.
You know what? When I like, as soon as I get a gut feeling, like, I change immediately. I don't care what it is. I could be liking you one day. If I get something weird, you will never hear from me again. Ever. Like, that's just how it is. You know what I mean? I even also pay attention to if things don't happen the way I think they're supposed to happen, right? That'll even make me step back. If I have if I feel like, okay, I've got things planned out to go a certain way, if things don't go a certain way, like, it'll bring me back to like I always call, like, my drawing board, to be like, okay, is it supposed to go like this? You know what I mean? Or is it supposed to go a different way? Like, I leave myself open to other possibilities, right? When you let it go and you've done the work, everything's gonna happen how it's supposed to happen. It just may not happen in the view of what you think is how it's gonna happen.
Well, not that, but you a certain priority of who you're supposed to please and who the fuck you're not supposed to please comes into play.
Oh yeah, but you're always supposed to do yourself too. Yeah, you can't give anybody from your cup that's empty. You can't give anything to anybody. You give the people the overflow after your cup is full. Right. You don't have anything, like, if you don't have anything for yourself, you know what I'm saying, then you can't give it to anybody else. Right. But Black women are prone to giving their all, no matter what, just for the sake of the family that's ingrained in us.
And again, you will get to that point where it's like, fuck that, who matters? Really? Like, who?
No, yeah. But most people don't.
Yeah.
People are like,
I had to after relationships, fucked up relationships. And then I'm seeing not just my fucked up relationships, but other people's fucked up relationships. Yeah. And I don't just necessarily mean a relationship between me and a male, like a male relationship.
Like a sexual romantic.
Like, you got friends that will be like your friend, but not really your fucking friend.
Right.
Yeah, weird shit.
I have an issue with people trying to control my goings and comings. Okay. Now, this is one thing I don't fucking like. When I go do my shows, don't ask me for a fucking ride.
That's your right.
Don't ask me to stop and pick you the fuck up. Because I'm in my own mood.
You're in your zone. You're getting in your zone.
So if I gotta pick you up, that's taking me out of my shit. You knew we were gonna do this show 6 months before the show got here, right? So you knew you needed a motherfucking ride. So don't fuck up my vibe because you don't have a ride. Then we get there, and then when it's time for me to go, I'm ready to motherfucking go.
Right.
You know what?
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Though. She's basically saying that, like, when you're 20, you'll wait for the person that you'll go fucking out of your way to pick somebody up, and then you'll wait, like, you'll be like, all right, the club's over. I'm ready. I've been ready since 12. This motherfucker want to kick it till 2, and you're like, nah, I can't kick it till 2. You ain't enjoying yourself. You're fucking crampy, just angry, cramping up, just like what the fuck?
Sometimes if I deal with people, if they inconvenience me in any way, like, I have to even stop myself by being like, what the fuck is going on? Are you kidding me? Like, somebody almost inconvenienced me so much so, and it was disguised as, like, it was disguised as something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just was like, nah. I mean, I'm about to ready to drive away. But I had to stop myself, bring myself back, like, chill out.
Hey, wait. I met that Black Panther Party dude.
You met him?
I met you before.
Yeah.
In real life?
Yes,
Yeah.
I met it was you and a couple other dudes at the park. Babu Foster had something over at the park. Had over at the park, and you and your crew came through with all y'all guns.
Yeah, that's us.
And you had the white Panther with you, the white Black Panther dude.
Yep.
Yeah, the White Panther.
Yeah, they had the white Panther. When I saw your Black Panther, I was like, I met him. Word to the mother brother.
Yeah, right to it.
So I have a question. I wanna go get like a gun license. What do I need to do? Like, I've been reading up a little bit, but it's kind of confusing. I don't know if I need.
First of all, go get a gun. You don't need a license. Just go get a gun.
Well, don't just go buy your gun first, because then you're gonna have to wait until the background thing clears.
Right. That's why you get that first. Do that first.
Right? Like in Arizona, when I lived in Arizona, all I needed was my ID.
And you can get a gun that day.
Okay, so some states, their laws is different, and you can actually walk right in, grab your gun, walk right out. They don't give a fuck.
What? Clips?
In Tennessee, the motherfuckers can go by Dracos. You don't need a license to buy a gun in Tennessee. That's why motherfuckers are killing each other up.
Yeah.
You do not need a license to buy a gun in the state of Tennessee.
Wow.
You know, we can literally go right out here on the street, right where I'm living. You can go out there and pick up a gun right now, $100.
Yep.
No, this is legal. This is legal.
Oh yeah.
Wow. You can legally buy a Draco?
Do you do the paperwork first, or like how does that work? Like
You gotta wait a couple days for a Draco or something like that. But you can literally walk into a gun store in Tennessee, in the state of Tennessee, and buy a gun without a fucking license. They do not do the background checks or nothing. That's why them boys are killing each other up even quicker than they were in Tennessee.
That's crazy. Yeah, so the process.
I'm ready to get strapped.
So out here in Washington, you just wanna go down to your local police department or wherever they say you need to go to get it.
Okay.
Up online. I can help you find that information. But
I think I'm ready to do it.
Yep. Yeah, you fill
Do
the
I
thing
have to
out.
take a class? Like I have to obviously take a
Nope.
class.
Nope.
You literally just go to the gun store.
No, I don't live in Washington.
Right. It's a little bit. Cali is it's a tad. It's like the same amount of strictness, maybe a little bit stricter in Cali. But all you gotta do though, don't go. Look, don't.
The police station
No, that's for your concealed though. Is that what you want? Your concealed?
Well, I just want to be able to. I don't know.
California doesn't have open carry.
Oh, they don't have open carry.
No.
Okay. Yeah. Well then.
So you have to look at the laws. You can get a gun though. So what I would do is go to a pawn shop, honestly, and go get like something just to test it out.
Real nice, though.
Right. But they have good shit at the pawn. I mean, you can go to Cabela's too, but then you go and then you fill out the shit and then you wait for it and then they call you and then you basically go in and pick it up. But the thing about Cali is I don't know how you transport. I'm pretty sure in most places in the U.S. it's legal to carry a gun in your trunk with no clip in.
Just you don't want your mag in just in case you.
No mags.
You want it in pieces.
Yeah.
You want it in pieces.
Yeah.
You don't want it together. You want it in pieces.
I mean, you can do it like that.
In a locked little case or whatever, right?
So what were you saying? What were you saying? Oh,
I would be following the rules, but I feel like I probably just need a gun just being able able that I can have one. But
Yeah,
I
get a
always,
gun.
went
Fuck
back and
it.
forth. I went back and forth, but I didn't know if I had to go to a class.
Wait, so what were you saying? What were you saying though about not being able to carry? Because I thought you can carry it no clip in. Like if you have your gun separated in the trunk, almost all states it's legal to drive like that through.
It depends, because some, like Washington, if you have a gun in your car, period, it's considered concealed, so you need a license, period.
But even if it's in your trunk.
I'll show you how I carry my baby girls around.
I just want to shoot a gun. I haven't shot a gun before.
Even if
Okay,
it's
you need to go to a gun range.
yeah.
I mean, obviously, I'm gonna take like classes
And
or
get
whatever,
comfortable.
like,
No, I'm saying, listen, I'm saying go to a gun range, and this way you can get comfortable shooting and know what size gun that's comfortable
Right.
for you to use.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and you don't
Right.
need
I want to just buy it online.
Someplace where I can shop at the
I
gun
would have
range.
to like shopping. I would have to go like try it out. But I didn't know like how it went to get your license, right? Like I didn't know if you had to go to the police station or
Look at this. You see this?
no. I don't see it.
You don't see his screen?
Oh yeah. So this is how I carry my guns. I got my shotgun
Okay.
right here, no mag, and I got the chamber open. So if they try to say something, like nah, look, clean and clear.
Right.
My PR, same setup. Oh, no mag, chamber's open, but she slipped around the other side. And then I do keep them in here in case
Right.
there's a little rope.
Right.
I would like one of those too.
Yeah, those are only $800. They're cheaper than a handgun.
Oh,
What?
Yeah, I paid $800 out the door for mine.
dang.
For the shotty or for the
You know what feels dope too?
semi?
I feel like you got to be, if you're gonna be a gun owner, you obviously need to like practice responsibility. And obviously, if I cross that line, I'm definitely gonna be like practicing like responsibility. I definitely love those little videos of those kids shooting and reloading guns. I think that's pretty fucking awesome.
You know what? You know what's a good thing? You know
I
how
think it's so like dope that there's like kids are like accurately, they're using it safe.
You know what I learned? How I learned? Because I didn't grow up with guns in my household. I've always wanted one, and I didn't grow like. I took a hunter safety course because I was going hunting at the time, and that's something where I like. They basically break down every single different type of like loading, like how you load different guns, different bullets, different like just what you can and can't hunt with, certain laws about carrying stuff, how to tag deers, and they teach you a lot, obviously about the animal, but a lot about gun safety, mostly because a lot of people die or get hurt out in the woods shooting themselves. So they have to teach all these people, you have to get certified. So it's like you learn, there's a break action shotgun, you know what I'm saying? There's a pump action shotgun, you know what I'm saying? There's a side loader shotgun, you know what I mean? There's underloading, BBs, there's so many different ways that you can like load a shotgun. Shotgun's my least favorite, to be honest with you. I feel like it's the least gun safe. You said what?
Safest for your home. Safest for your home.
Yeah.
Like it's small little. It's a small nudge this way. You just missed your target entirely. Small nudge. But with the AR, you get to spraying that bitch. As soon as she bucks, your chance of hitting the next exact same shot in the exact same spot go down probably about 30-40%. I mean, you can take one like that, but then you got to think about it. You got high velocity rounds popping out that baby, and it's going straight through your wall. And if you got kids in the other room and you miss,
yeah.
Right.
Oh,
right.
Yeah, for sure.
You load her up with some deer shot. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm a handgun person. Honestly, I like the handguns where you're like, pop, 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 pop. Come fuck with me.
Just step into this, right? Like, I would definitely be taking classes. Like, I would definitely like, ongoing stuff, right? Like, it would have to be like ongoing, right? Like,
absolutely.
I wouldn't just get it just to get it. Like, oh, I have a gun. I'm obviously gonna.
I mean, honestly, I think if you're black, I think if you're black, you should have a gun, period. I think it's part of like just in case shit goes down. you should have a gun. I mean, really, it sucks to say that because I didn't. Again, I grew up with this. You know, you either fight or you run.
I remember our schools like, meeting up with other schools to like fight. Like leaving school to go meet with another school, and it's like a mob of kids going to the other schools like to fight and shit.
Mm-hmm.
While y'all was planning the meetings with the other school, the way we did it in my little group over at Foss, we just left at the beginning of the school day. And when we decided that we want to go beat up them kids at Bellarmine and take their money, that's what we did. We just walked right over there, beat them up, take their money.
Damn.
Y'all can spare it? Shit.
Hey, you went to, where'd you go, Foster?
Foss.
What's Foss?
I feel like I was pretty intense when I was really young. I was really intense, like real intense. Like I used to walk, like I never got in any fight. Let's say that. I may have gotten almost into a fight, but like nobody wanted it.
Man.
You know, like I was more of a like an everybody person, you know, like I spoke to everybody, like there used to be like sections, like the black people hung over here, you know, the socials hung over there, you know what I'm saying? Like the weird white people hang over by the fucking the volleyball courts and shit.
Let me tell you something. I was raised on the Navajo Indian reservations. I'm a fighting motherfucker.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say it again. I'm a fighting motherfucker. And I'm not just a fighting motherfucker. I like to do it because I know I'm good at it. I'm a dog busting motherfucker. You got that right. Because I already had to learn how to fight on the res, and then my mom put us in boxing. So I took what I knew from boxing in the street and put it together. So I was good at, hey, I'll be jumping around on your ass like Muhammad Ali, and next thing you know, I done knocked you out and broke your motherfucking jaw like Tyson. But I like to talk shit. So motherfuckers know I am not the bitch to fuck with. I like to fight. I'm good at what I do. While you double jaw jacking, bitch, you getting ready to be what? You gonna wake up looking for your motherfucking jaw.
See, I love that. See me. See me. This is me. I'm gonna try and do it diplomatically, right, as much as possible. But see, the thing is, I feel like I like when people think that, oh yeah, let's play with him, like, because I like catching people off guard. I will catch your ass off guard, huh? Like, and so I will try and be nice until the last moment, and I'll switch on you. What? Okay. You know what I mean? And most of the time being nice gets me far enough. Every now and again, somebody really want to test me, huh? Oh, you didn't see that coming.
I'll push the line, and I'm ready to back it up.
Were you saying,
but I'll flip a switch.
I'm ready to back that shit up.
Yeah, if I'm cool as fuck, I'll give you anything where we can chill. But as soon as I feel like you're trying to do some okie doke type of shit, yeah, first of all, I'm gonna cut you the fuck off. Because I feel like the light and the positivity that I bring is a lot. So I know if I leave your ass and I take my light, you're fucked.
Right.
You gonna miss my motherfucking light, bitch. I don't give a fuck what you say. You gonna miss me.
No lie. Who I don't fuck with no more. For a fact, I know they ain't gonna find another bitch that was solid like me ever in their whole life, and that's okay. Or fuck with me, I'm like.
What were you saying? Oh, what were you saying over Niall? You were saying something too.
Oh, I said, oh hell yeah.
Oh.
I'm saying.
Yeah. I got into my fair share of fights, but I was also known as, like, back then I feel like I had way more of a anger management problem. So like they put me in the special classes, right? Because I was so angry. And so it took me like 3 or 4 times because like I don't fight fair. Like I'm not fighting fair at all. So like you're bigger than me. Okay, say that then. You're getting 3 chairs. Like let there be any weapons in that. I'm grabbing something. You're gonna get hit with it. So like teachers would get chairs thrown at them. Students, I'll be screaming, get off me! Get off me! Little fucking hell rent, you know?
I was using my cheer status to bitch
They
Bitch, I could go to class and do what the fuck I wanted to do.
I used to take the Scantrons. I was sneaky.
Scantrons, you remember them? Oh my god.
I was ready to push the line at sneaky. You know, I used to be heavily, like, I used to hustle money throughout all lunch and be getting like into the football game.
Man, me and my. Oh, what were you gonna say? Oh,
I was saying, what y'all think about tattoos though?
I have a tattoo.
I got 10 of them.
Hey, I like that 10.
Huh?
See you over there. I see you over there too. You said
I got
10?
oh wait, hold on a second. Let
I
me.
got
No,
10
that one looks good.
on 11 and 12.
Oh yeah, I haven't.
I definitely want to get some more, but
The newer Pennywise, but with the old school one right there inside the bubble, making a mean ass. It's
Oh,
melting.
shit.
That looks like, I
You
need to
must
get mine
have
finished.
that.
Yeah, we did.
I like it.
look,
Who does your tats?
Garrett at
she got the
Oh, yeah, right.
titties.
That hurts, huh?
She
Okay.
thick. She thick, baby.
I hear it all the time. Oh, that shit burns. It burns. Like in that spot where he put that one underneath the arm. That stuff, man.
Yeah, you know what? This right here, it does hurt. No lie, that like when I did my tattoos. I mean, I got my tattoo.
This was fucked up though. This one was supposed to be. I mean, I know I'm light skinned, but it's supposed to be a black woman. It's supposed to be a carnival girl, right? And the tattoo artist, she did a good job, right? But she said that she was like, oh, since you're you know, you have color, the color's gonna bleed. And she was a white girl. She did a good job, but I'm never gonna. If I want color, I'm getting color. What the fuck?
If
Yeah,
they say
no, that's true.
tell them to run that needle harder.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I didn't even do that, goddammit. She was full of, she didn't know what the fuck she was doing.
Right.
I mean, it resembles. At least it resembles like a Puerto Rican chick or something.
Was done when I was 19. I am 34 now. The ink on my tattoo, it looks like I just got it done. It doesn't even look that old. It looks, I mean, it doesn't look like I got it. Just got it
First
done.
tattoo.
The lines are still clear. You know what I'm saying? Like it looks like a good tattoo. There's no running. You know, it looks good. It just, I got the outline done, and then this Mexican dude that I knew, he had like tattoos on his face, and I guess he was a tattoo artist. He said so. She came to my house and like tried to like do my tattoo, and that's why I have the color on it, because he thought he knew what he was doing, and I had to like stop him midway. I was like, I'm gonna have to get this done like professionally. There's no way like I'm gonna let him destroy my body. And thankfully, I'm good to go. I need to get it redone again though, for sure.
Yeah. You take it over to Get Fresh. Was it Get Fresh Studios? Ask for Gary. Like I'll drop the link on you in a minute.
Yeah, do that.
Okay, because I normally go, I had been going to over there on in Bridgeport Way, over there in Lakewood.
Oh, don't go to no artist in Lakewood. They're probably twacked out. That's how this happened. My first tattoo, the dude was racing.
Damn.
They were both high off.
No, listen, the guy that did the color in my tattoo, I think he was on drugs too.
Yeah.
But his tattoos were so nice. You know, and I thought he was a tattoo artist, like that's what he said. And then I remember it laying on my table, like looking at my homie, like, look, well, this didn't hurt like the last time. Like the last time it like hurt, but this kind of like hurt. And I was like, I know like when tattoos go bad, like shit looks all crazy and shit. And I was just like, nah, he's gotta stop. And it didn't scar. It didn't like, thankfully, it looks crazy, right? Like with the green and the lines, like it was totally checked out.
Here you guys go.
Totally checked. Oh,
Here's the real version of it,
yeah.
of the tattoo.
Oh wow, okay.
I feel like somebody.
But I also got this.
Fix it for sure.
Life.
Yeah.
And then I got love on this wrist.
I like that.
And then this is my first tattoo though. Look at this.
Oh, shit.
Hey, look, and look.
I got my first boyfriend tattoo on my chest.
Look, I was 19 years old, right? I was 19 years old when I got this. I couldn't get the I was so bitch I couldn't get the 0 filled in. I was like, oh, it hurts too bad. Hurts so bad. So
When I got mine when I first turned 18, my mom said, "You are crazy," and I was like, "I'm getting Jean's name tattooed on me." She was like, "You're nuts." I was like, "No, Mom, I'm going. That's what I'm gonna do with my money."
If tattoos hurt you, cheap. Go get the numbing cream.
I heard not to use that.
She got some big old bitties. Look.
What?
On the tattoo, look.
Oh. I can't.
I said, where the titties at?
Right. I was like, where?
I had to look down. I said, is my titties hanging out? I mean, he's got big old titties and big old bitties. I was
You
like,
see this? You see this, Miss Newman?
And I thought, I know he ain't talking about me because I ain't even got no big old titties, but goddamn, Nathan.
I already got 4 sets of tits on me, man.
Damn.
These.
I'm trying to get tatted up.
Oh,
I like
that's sick.
tattoos. I just want to get my one big tattoo, and it goes all the way up here.
That's
So
sick
it goes
too.
from my arm, like all the way, and I feel like being like a stoner. I was like, fuck yeah, there's nobody that has like that tattoo, like big like that. So I felt like I was being original.
See, I'm at
Hella original.
the place in my life where I'm like so skinny, right? Like I need to either bulk up hella or get sleeves or both. And I think like it's time to get like I can't just get nothing. I want to get meaningful shit, but I'm gonna get meaningful sleeves.
Let me show my tops.
What we got?
Where we at? God damn it. Oh, I got
Gang right there.
Ooh, the microphone. Microphone.
Drop the mic.
That's sick.
I got my kids. Oh, can you see?
Yeah, the cross.
The sun.
Yeah, the cross is dope. Is that the Sublime Sun? Like the Sublime?
And then I got my brother that just passed away. And I got shit over here.
Oh, it's sick.
And then I got shit on my back. Yeah. Yeah. So, oh, shit. I'm gonna show the titty.
I'm ready for some ink. My man be tattooing.
Hey.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, girl. Let me tell you something. Your man is not about to tattoo nobody, no time soon.
Oh yeah, no, he's not. Of course. Yeah, of course.
You gotta practice.
Now that's who should be filling in your tattoo.
I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, let him come home and that'll be his first thing. Just to finish that shit.
And I tell you what though, tattooers figure out how to do it on the inside. They take them little electric toothbrushes, the ones that like this thing right here. They just bust the head
We
off.
can buy him a real one. He could practice on a real one and stuff. And
You said you bust the head off of the electric one and then you put the ink in the bottom?
oh,
You go get a pen and you literally like you dip the little needle part in it. Well, you got to sharpen it first. Then you dip it in there. Then you turn it on and go to town with that little bit of ink on it. Then anytime you need smoke,
yeah, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
I like tattoos, right? But I have to like
Getting sepsis and shit. Fuck that.
this big tattoo I have on my rib is a pretty big tattoo to get like fixed. So that's probably gonna be my only piece.
I'm definitely I need to get more tats, but like I be spending my money on so many other things. Sometimes like tat money is like I kind of want a face tattoo.
Like somewhere like right here, right? Like somewhere like very visible, but like slightly visible.
I kind of want to get I was thinking about getting black power, but like right here in like cursive, just
oh my God, Jesus help us, Lord.
Just to piss off some people. But I feel like it would piss off so many people.
I think I want the side of my neck done for sure.
I feel like the black power would piss off so many people. They just be like, what?
Just do the fist. Boom, right down the cheek.
But I feel like the fist has too many connotations sometimes. Like the fist has too many like it because like sometimes people are like, oh, is it Antifa? Is it this? No, it's Black Power off top. That's what it is. Don't question.
Every time I see it, they're like, is that Black Lives Matter fist? Like, what we talking about?
Right. We're a step further.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. That's definitely how it is.
You see my
Well,
bad.
Africa.
Oh, that's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Big tree.
Oh man. Oh man.
Oh, don't be tired now.
Oh man.
I'm high.
Oh man, I'm high. I know. I'm just like, oh man. The bonnet is starting to loosen up. Get to talking to shit now. Yeah, man. I feel like
y'all got anything going on? Anybody got anything going on?
I'm still trying to hit this. I'm like you said, last time we were talking. I'm still trying to hit that comedy club. Let me know. I definitely want to do an open mic for sure. But oh, let me know, bro. I'm trying to get in. I'm trying to hop it. Huh?
You talking about the one in on Hosmer?
No, I'm trying to do an open mic. I don't know where. But
You was just when I was asking you to be the one on Hosmer.
Oh no, I do it. I be all over. I was just at Gloria's last Sunday.
Oh, I did over 200 shows at Gloria's.
Glorious. I feel like I can go up there on a half a tab of acid and just start talking crazy shit and see what people say. Honestly, when I get off the mushrooms, my comedy level be like on 100,000, at least to me. I'd be like, wow, my comedy game is so crazy when I'm on these mushrooms, man. I'll be laughing at my own jokes. You're either gonna laugh at me or you're gonna laugh at me laughing at my own damn jokes.
I laugh at my own jokes, and you know what? I'm funny. But a lot of my jokes are like, to be honest, they're inside jokes. So unless you're really like putting two and two together, you probably.
I've written some things. I've written some stuff down. I've always kind of wanted. I feel like I want to add that extra into the show because I feel like understanding how the live crowd reacts and how they move and how they do certain things will really bring a different element to the show too.
Yo, talk about your life, but overdo everything. Overdo everything. If a guy called you, right? I don't know, something like a motherfucker, right? You want to take that up 4 levels. He didn't call you a motherfucker. He called you like.
So you got to embellish.
Yes, embellish the fuck out of it, and you kind of lead in with your own laugh. Because when you start laughing, that's when they laugh.
Right.
Now, Kevin Hart, he embellishes like a motherfucker.
Right. Right.
He be saying,
so does Chappelle. So does Chappelle.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
Chappelle's so good you don't know whether he's telling the truth or lying. Like,
bro, you know what? Like Kevin Hart is not even on the same scale as Dave Chappelle. Like Kevin Hart is so commercial, it's ridiculous.
True.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie to you.
He's funny. I'm not saying that he's not funny. He's funny as shit. Like, you know, but Dave Chappelle is like way funny. Like, we love the fucking Tyrone Biggums. Get the fuck out of here.
Although I will say though, Kevin Hart's last stand-up special funnier than Dave Chappelle's. Let's just what he's.
Dave Chappelle's last one was meant to be funny. It's more like now that it's more of a stick-it, like it's more of a like.
Yeah, I get the joke now.
It's more of like this, right?
Yeah.
It's more like this instead of cracking up, laughing, right? It's more like, okay, touche. Ooh,
right.
More like that.
I think it was more to bring light to the fact that the LGBTQIA plus community was so angry about him cracking 1, maybe 2 jokes about them that he took it to the next fucking level. Or they took it to the next fucking level, attacked him at his last special, and his trans friend defended him, and they bullied that person. They bullied her until she took her own life.
Yeah, well,
I feel like he kind of both, right? Like I get the joke now because it's like nobody wants to joke on the elephant in the room, right? He's like, no, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna joke that elephant, and then make a big deal because you weren't trying to cancel me for saying nigga times. You canceled me for racist black jokes or racist white jokes, even or racist Asian jokes. You didn't cancel me for none of that. Now you're gonna try and cancel me for this particular thing. Like, choose your line and choose it. But I will say though, Kevin Hart's last one where he was calling his daughter a hoe, when he got flack for that too, because he called his daughter a hoe, and he's like, man, she a little hoe. One time she went to kindergarten, and then the next day she got a new boyfriend. And I said, oh, what's your new boyfriend name? Alvin. Oh, Alvin. Okay, I'm just getting the. Then she goes to school the next day. I don't like Alvin no more. I like Daryl. It's just like, he's like, damn, my daughter's a little hoe. It was so funny. Yeah, I was rolling. Like, watch that last special and tell me you're not crying laughing. Funny as funny. And Kevin Hart, if anybody, he's also a true comedian too, because he didn't came up in the hood.
I mean, not to discredit him, you know,
but he's not as whole like classic comedian like Chappelle, you know.
For sure.
He's not Chappellian. That's what we're gonna call it, Chappellian.
I'm calling it now. Dave Chappelle's the GOAT.
I'm calling it now. Dave Chappelle is trans. I have this joke that I want to do on stage about Dave Chappelle probably being trans, or maybe being trans. Like you know, when somebody comes in and is just like, dog, I ain't gay. I ain't fucking gay. No, I ain't fucking gay. No, that's gay. And you're just like, all right, bro. Oh, okay.
Hey, shut up. Just like that video I posted in the chat when did you see it?
Oh, which one? Wait, which one?
When what was the name of it? It said girlfriend outs her boyfriend for fucking him with a dildo.
Oh, okay. So I
and
was
they were arguing, and she was like,
loved it.
damn. See, that's the thing, man. He's so fragile. I would have been like, if honestly, he'd be so fragile, and it's like, okay, you know, obviously that's not what I'm into, but if that's what I was into, I'd be like, so, and the fuck, what you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna don't have me throw your dog shit out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have been like, and so the fuck, what? Like, I mean, it is a little gayish. Let's just not lie. It is whether or not it's full blown, it's to be questioned.
Let me tell you, one of my I didn't have a lot of sex, right? Just because I feel like unless you're in a bad state of mind, there should be no way like you should be giving yourself away like that, right? Like, unless you're like the self-esteem or whatever. But anyway, when I was young, I ended up dating this guy in the military, right? Thought everything was cool. I waited like 4 months before I even slept with him. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Damn, 4 months?
Yeah.
4 months? Holy shit.
One day he hit me up after like just, I guess, taking it to the next level, whatever. Mind you, I'm like 19. He's like in his 25, 26, right? Like, he was way older than me a little bit. Come to find out, like, one day he texted me, and I remember shooting back the text to my homie. We were sitting there, and I'm reading it, and he was just like, is he saying what I think he's saying? Come to find out, this guy was a swinger. And his wife, like, was seeing somebody outside of their relationship, and so that's why they weren't together. So he, like, after he was telling me this stuff, right? Because he was doing weird shit, or he wanted me to do like weird shit with him, like watch him have sex with another man and stuff. And I just was just like,
have sex with another man? Hold on. He wanted you to
watch. Yeah, like he wanted me to watch
him to be gay. He wanted you to.
Yeah. I remember being like, what? Like, I mean, if you would have told me this in the beginning, I guess that could have been like that choice to be like yay or nay, right? Like, but it was just so weird how it came up, and it was just like, you're a swinger and you like dick in your booty.
So I'm not even tripping about the gay shit. It's more or less it's like the hidden, like you're being so weird and hidden about it.
I mean, that's cool. But I'm not gonna pretend, right? Like, we're not gonna have anything. that I'm like gonna be enjoying myself. If you did not know that Aiden, like,
Honestly, hey, hot take though. Like, if that's dead ass what you liked, I feel like he's kind of a boss for me. Yeah, that's what I like, and I want you to watch. Like, damn. He's kind of a boss in a way for saying that. Right. Like, oh, I'm so concerned. That's just some serious tea right there. That is some serious tea. If you ever get the behind the scenes of that, I would love to hear that.
And then my buddy was like, "Oh, he wants you to do this." I was just like, "What?" And then he like finally came out about all of this stuff. So I was like, "No wonder." Now everything makes sense. You know, like now everything makes sense. People be weird. You gotta be careful.
Is that fried?
Baby,
That fried chicken?
nope, that's fish.
No,
Yeah, I better not use fried chicken right now.
no. Look, it's how
It
she
looks like a thigh, huh?
thinks she looks, how she looks to me.
Right.
Like a full meal. She looks like a full meal, man. Looks like a full meal.
I was about to die, fam. I'm gonna tap back in a minute.
All right, yeah, we about to head up off of this thing anyway. But
Oh yeah.
all right, my brother.
Hungry. I'm like starving.
What you about? Before we get out of here, what are you about to munch on?
I made some turkey and rice from the leftover Thanksgiving turkey.
Ooh, that sounds kind of
And then
slapping.
like a gravy with the broth and the juices.
Oh, overnight before you leave, bro.
Don't even know what is that?
I'm serious. Well, no, get over
I look like fried chicken with some fresh veggies.
Let me see. This is the fish I made earlier tonight.
Ooh, that's snap peas. But what's that?
Nah, it's asparagus.
He said snap peas.
It's asparagus.
That's good too. Yeah.
Hold on.
What y'all cooking?
Us?
Turkey tacos earlier.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna put up that picture.
Want to jump and say hello? Go ahead, jump and say hello.
Hey, what's good?
So what?
Here you go.
Midnight is in 1 hour and 45 minutes. That
Yeah.
actually damn good. Is that avocado too?
Yeah, that's
I see some asparagus. I don't know what that leafy thing is on the top, but it looked like it tastes good.
a little
And
watercress.
What is that?
Watercress.
Watercress. What's that? Oh yeah, it's a watercress.
It's just a sprout.
It's a garnishment.
Yeah.
A garnishment. I really don't like the way that asparagus looks. I could do without all that.
But what's
But
that
everything
dip?
else-
What's the what?
What is like? Did y'all make chicken?
No, this is fish. Fish.
You keep saying it's chicken.
It's fish.
It looks like you fried it like perfectly.
Shit, I might fry me up like 5 more pieces after this. I might have to go up in here and.
I mean, hey, if they were that little, I probably would have fried them all up.
No, that thing. So that thing was like this big, and I cut it in half.
Okay.
It was like this fat, so I cut it in half. I was like, but shit, man. Turkey and rice. What you about to cook over now?
Hopes and dreams. I don't know. Oh, they brought Marvel back to Fortnite again?
Oh shit.
Get from the past the characters I want now.
And by the way, if you guys don't know, whoever's watching this, tap into the kitchencouch.com and click. I'm gonna put my Coinbase link out there too. Anybody who wants to start the Coinbase next week, tomorrow we're running that private class, the financial literacy class. But then I think I'm gonna do cryptocouch.com. Crypto couch, kitchen couch, crypto couch. What you guys know? Okay. We about to just, and we're gonna get in here. We're gonna talk financials. We're gonna talk all different types of hustles and strategies, especially if you broke trying to like You make a little bit, you trying to invest it. You make a little bit, you trying to invest it. So, and we got some plans. But yeah, man, we're gonna fucking slide up out of here. I hope you guys enjoy you guys' night. Yes, Kitchen Couch TV, smoking, eating, talking shit. Hey, you know what the deal is? Rap ain't shit if it ain't real, kid.